New Avenged Sevenfold. Let's fucking go! Oh. Holy fuzzed out guitars, Batman. Are those 808s? Interesting. Wow. Got some like flangery things. Oh. Hello, M Shadows. What a distinct voice. Nobody sounds like M Shadows. Okay. Oh, that's a cool melody. I don't think that is an 808 hi-hat thing. It just turned into like a bell. This is like 808-esque. Why is that all the way in my left ear? Ooh, those are tasty arpeggios. This is weird. Hello, horns. Horns make everything way more epic. That hi-hat. Well, maybe it isn't. Maybe it is a program. It being closed the whole time is weird. Throwing me off. Okay. Woo. Yeah. They are trying some shit on this. See the like little double time hi-hat thing became a ride? Bell? Okay, yeah. I'm having a hard time, like, just processing what's happening, which is cool. I think the drum part is a little weird for what's happening here. I'm gonna give it a little go. Jam! Like, I feel like this should be a lot bigger here. So we've still got this. That to me feels more like a verse texture, like a closed off thing. But I mean, they're trying some shit. Okay. I'm like having a hard time focusing on this very weird music video. Yeah. Those are cool, spicy arpeggios, but like, not just straight up and down, boring sweeps. Taking it for a bit of a walk as we're floating through space. Fun. Nice, like, really nice string part. Kind of like maybe like a string quartet. Okay. Adieu. This guy's like, fuck being a skeleton. That sucked. Put me back in my flesh prison. I want to be a meat sack again. Oh, okay. All right, I am gonna dig way into what the hell is going on here because there's a lot. This is a lot of unpacking that we need to do. But real quick, before I do that, if you're interested in learning more about writing songs, I have a whole course called Complete Rock and Metal Songwriting. It's 15 hours of everything that I know about writing songs, and you can find a link to that in the description below. I'm not really sure what to make of this. It's definitely cool, but boy, oh boy, is it weird. Nothing wrong with weird. I like weird. And the fact that I couldn't even really stop to like qualitatively evaluate almost any of this is a testament to the fact that they are really trying something new and different and interesting. I will be honest, I haven't really kept up with Avenged Sevenfold in a while. I dearly love City of Evil, one of my all-time favorite albums. It's essentially like a cock rock and power metal mashup album. It just has so many amazing songs. And you would think that if I loved something that they did that much, that I would have like paid a little bit more attention to the stuff that they came out with afterwards. I have listened to some of it, but I just haven't really done a deep dive. They are clearly down a bit of a rabbit hole here, and let's pick it apart a little bit, shall we? First of all, an extremely unique combination of things. We have this big, fuzzed out, terrifying sounding riff with like an octave thing on it. Flat 2 thing. It caught my attention immediately. And then this like flangery kind of sound on one of the guitars. Then we have the sound of an ultra closed off hi-hat of some kind. First I thought it was like an 808 hi-hat. If he's playing it, did he play it and play this fill at the same time? The plot thickens on the hi-hat front. To be clear, I absolutely do not give a shit if it's a programmed hi-hat. I use that kind of stuff all the time, and I like it a lot. To me, it almost felt like they were being intentionally anti-metal. You don't really hear that in a lot of metal. And then it kind of just like went on for too long, I felt like. And some like synth strings. Doesn't that sound like the Outkast Miss Jackson string patch? That's kind of a cheesy sound. I don't know if I like that. And then Hard Band Sinister Gates. And then these crazy horns. A bunch of really low horn sounds. Layers of vocals. I feel like I'm wanting it to really open up here and take off because everything's pretty epic right now. But I feel like the drums are weird. Not necessarily a bad thing, but like, I'm gonna call that a very unusual dynamic choice. That is outrageously gorgeous, but also like just a little bit wonky in a way that works really well for what they're going for here. The whole thing is kind of like a fever dream, so it kind of makes sense. And at this part, we're literally flying through space in a colorful psychedelic wash of weirdness, so it does fit pretty well. Nobody. Is it called Nobody because he has no body? This feels like it's a build to something and then it kind of dumps instead. This is just a really incredibly unique combination of elements. Say what you will about whether you like this or not. I have never heard all of this stuff in one place at the same time. I think it should absolutely be one of the highest priorities of an artist to be creating something that is completely fresh and new. True innovators are always trying to find a new sound, the next thing, where they're gonna push their music to the next level, to something that everyone else is gonna try and copy. There's nothing artistic about regurgitating a bunch of genre tropes. I bit my tongue. Because that's not really making art, that's just like copying with more steps. But the only way to really be truly unique is to try some shit. And that is what is going on here. There's definitely some familiar Avenged Sevenfold stuff in here. The Sinister Gates, absolute dick-ripping fucking arpeggios and cool melodic stuff. Like I said, the absolutely unique voice of M. Shadows. This music video is outrageously good. Stop motion like this is extremely hard to do, and it looks amazing. This dude's walking around as his own skeleton. Looks like maybe he was dissatisfied with what he thought the afterlife was gonna be, and then he was like, never mind, I'll continue to live. It's like a metal stop motion version of It's a Wonderful Life. To me, that's kind of a weird and anticlimactic ending, but at the same time, it's in line with everything else that we're hearing in here. This obviously is not really a very straightforward song. I hate to use the word experimental because I kind of hate that word. Generally, I think of experimenting as something that you do before you actually record the final product. It's not an experiment anymore once you've got it mixed and mastered. This is going to take multiple listens to sink in and for me to really get my teeth into it. It's definitely good. It's cool as shit. I've never heard anything like this before. That I can say for 100% certainty. I am now intrigued to hear the rest of this album. Don't know what to expect after hearing this. Where are they gonna go with this? Whether or not this is indicative of what the rest of the album is gonna sound like, only time will tell. Honestly, more than anything else, I am just so impressed with their willingness to push the boundaries this hard, to do it really, really well, create something extremely unique, so very outside of what metal is doing right now, and do it so boldly to drop this as their first single from a new album, first album in many years. Wow, that is an extraordinarily ballsy move. You should all be taking notes. If you want to see more of my reactions to bands like Ghost, Metallica, Amaranth, you can check out this playlist right here. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you real soon.